Hello and welcome back to the Good 5-Cent Cigar Newscast. My name's Alexa Potamianos. Thank you so much for joining us. Coming up, a look into student goals as the spring semester gets rolling with the first edition of the Ronan Report in 2023. Then, what is going on this week at URI? And as always, stay tuned for your Rhody Sports Corner. Ronan Himelrick went around campus to find out what goals students have going into the spring semester with a new edition of the Ronan Report.
New year, new Rams. Let's find out what big goals students have for this spring semester.
My big goal for the semester is to get out socially more, hang out with my friends, maybe go to the dining hall a little bit more with friends, and have more fun this semester.
For this semester, just to pass all my classes with good grades and have a good GPA.
Get on the dean's list. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Maybe walk to class more.
My big goals for this semester. You see, this semester, I only have gen ed classes. They've all been pretty exciting so far, so my goal for the semester is to branch out into those specific fields pretty much and learn something other than my major, film.
To graduate.
Gotta aim for the stars here. I'm going for a 4.0 semester. That's the dream. We'll see if we can do it. I'm gonna try my best, but you know, we're gonna see.
They've interviewed me before.
Oh, we know.
A recurring guest.
You're the star of these interviews. All right, here with Chris.
Yes, my name's Chris. Yeah.
All right, what is your big goal for this semester?
Honestly, I think it's to be more consistent. I go to classes and everything, I think that's important, but just consistency with your existence, just like doing things for the sake of practice and becoming better, because you're not gonna become better if you're not consistent. So I think that's like, since I'm a junior, I'm kind of exercising my adult skills, and I think that's a massive part of it. So I guess that's kind of what I'm going at.
Think big. These students do. Good luck in 2023.
Here is your week at URI. Yesterday at 12 p.m., the MSSC hosted a unity luncheon to honor the life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., bring the URI community together, and spark conversation about transformational change. Also on Wednesday, President Parlange delivered the State of the University address, leading to a conversation about URI's 10-year plan. Today, February 2nd, is the annual Schweers Lecture titled Reproductive Rights as Human Rights, How Women of Color Lead the Fight, featuring Zakaya Luna. And now over to Nathan Robillard with your Rhody Sports Corner.
Thanks, Alexa. Hello and welcome to this semester's first edition of Rhody Sports Corner. I'm Nathan Robillard. It was an action-packed week for Rhody athletics. It all started with Archie Miller facing his former team for the first time as URI head coach as the Rams welcomed Dayton to the Ryan Center on Wednesday. For more, here's Cam Iasimone.
The Rams are back in the win column as head coach Archie Miller took on his former team in the Dayton Flyers. And what would a Rhody win be without Ishmael Leggett and Brian Freeman leading the charge with a total of 46 points throughout the contest and sparking a lot of huge offensive momentum down the stretch.
The ball was definitely not in the Rams' court to start the battle, trailing 21-5 in the opening minutes. Flyers big man Deron Holmes II was a force to be reckoned with, tallying in 19 points and taking down 5 rebounds. But it wasn't long until Leggett and Freeman caught fire.
Just reps each and every day, getting those free throw reps in, getting those threes, those twos. It's just all repetition. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a free throw. So you do it every day. Why not just check that box out there and get it done?
At the end of the game, you don't want to come to the locker room and say, we lost, plus we didn't play hard, plus we didn't leave everything out there. So don't leave that court knowing you could have went harder than you did. It's just about reps. When you shoot it so much and see it go in, you got a good feeling when you shoot the ball in the game. So
some coaches will be quick to act on poor shooting numbers early on. However, Miller and his staff have all the confidence in the world in Freeman.
I thought in the first half, even when he didn't make a couple shots, he was fine. He kept playing through it. But the thing with Brown is just stay with it. Stay with it. He's a fighter. He's got to keep fighting through. everything that we're going through as a group in terms of wins and losses, he keeps showing up. He's gotten a lot better. I've been around a lot of guys that like to score, man, but man, when he makes one, boy, he lights up like a Christmas tree. I've never seen a kid light up like him when he scores. I mean, he gets really going. But I will tell you this, he's showing right now he's a big-time player.
The Rams would improve those numbers throughout the game and shoot a remarkable 88% from the free throw line as a unit and 46% from the field, coming out on top 75-70 over Dayton.
It's just the right way, I think, to play basketball. You shouldn't be mad. It's a game at the end of the day. You should be out there having fun. And when your team playing like that and everybody playing so hard and fans in it, it's kind of hard not to, add that type of energy. The atmosphere out there was crazy.
With this win, the Rams are now 3-5 in the A-10 conference and look to continue this style of aggressive play back home on January 28th as they face up against LaSalle. This will be their last home game before heading on a 3-game road trip starting on February 1st against St. Joseph's. From inside the Ryan Center, I am Cam Iasimone reporting for Cigar Sports.
Mayé Touré is enjoying a breakout season for URI women's basketball. A regular starter and offensive leader for the Rams, I talked to Touré and URI assistant coach Rhody Amadou about her recent success. Here's the story.
Just over halfway through conference play, the URI women's basketball team remains the lone unbeaten team on the top of the Atlantic 10 Conference. One of the players leading the charge for the Rams is a player that averaged just 9.3 minutes and 2.4 points a game last season, Mayé Touré.
Really, Mayé has improved tremendously. First of all, as a young person, as a lady, she's grown tremendously in terms of her approach of the game. There's a peace of mind about her right now in the way she approaches game and her daily process, essentially.
The results of that process have been evident for Touré, who leads the team so far this season in points, blocks, and rebounds. The French international has started all 20 games for the Rams, recording 9 double-doubles in the process and picking up an Atlantic 10 Player of the Week award. To coach Rhody Amadou, one of the keys to Touré's success has been her off-season work ethic.
She continued to take care of herself and her confidence. And I think confidence is everything. And so she played with her national team, with the U20 French national team. And that was invaluable experience for her.
Not only has Touré's presence been felt on the court, but she's developed into a leader off the court as well. Touré credited former French teammates Marie-Paul Faposi and Emmanuel Tahan for helping her to become the player she is today.
One thing I want to always keep with me is be open to learning and look at people that are ahead of me. Like, for example, Manu and MP, everything I'm doing right now is because I was watching them. And right now I'm trying to do the same thing for the younger ones. So, yeah, I think that's one of the main things.
All the seeds that she's planted every single day since she's been here, or even before she's gotten here, are all blossoming today. And just a tribute to her character is that instead of just taking the fruit, so to speak, of her labor, she's also planting seeds for the future.
Touré always believed in the process, knowing that with hard work, success would eventually come. Now that she's found that success, she hopes to pass that message on to others.
Yes, Mayé has been invaluable to the team's success this year. Essentially, why? Because, first of all, she's been a bridge between the old team and the new team, so we've had some newcomers. And she's been a leader in the sense that she's had to lead herself, learn how to embrace that new position, the new role, so to speak.
I was never going to leave.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to take time. But yeah, I would tell you the coaches and the older ones that are ahead of me, they really helped me to be patient, and they showed me the example too. Because if Manu and MP didn't do the same thing, like sit for 2 years and then play, I wouldn't believe I can do it. But I saw it, so it was encouraging. And the coaches were there for me and my teammates too. So yeah.
Reporting from the Ryan Center for the Good 5 Cent Cigar, I'm Nathan Robillard. Taking a look at some other scores around campus, URI women's basketball extended their winning run to 8-0 with wins over St. Bonaventure and George Mason this week. URI men's basketball used momentum from the win against Dayton to lead them to a comeback win versus LaSalle on Saturday. Women's tennis kick-started their spring season on Sunday with a 4-2 win over Bucknell in Newport. Women's swim and dive dropped their regular season finale versus Central Connecticut State University on Saturday despite 4 individual wins. And finally, both men's and women's track and field competed in Boston on Saturday in their final meets before the New England Championships. That's all for this week's edition of Rhody Sports Corner. Alexa, back to you.
That's all we have for you this week at the 5 Cent Cigar Newscast. As always, make sure to check us out at rhodycigar.com and follow us on Twitter at rhodycigar. From Kingston, Rhode Island, I'm Alexa Potamianos. Have a great week, Rhody.